A very good evening to my lecturers, Pn Nor Nismawati being the coordinator for the subject entrepreneurship, and I'm glad that you have given us this opportunity to speak in regards to my business. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tanasigran. I'm accredited to a company called KSI Corporate Consultant. So the name will speak by itself. So 2-3 years ago, we started this business. So what we do basically, we help people to apply license. There are a few license. Commonly we get CIDB, MOF, Petronas vendor license, and also SPAN, plumbing license. They've got grade A, grade B, grade C, and all that. So things was moving on that way, license, and we were basically earning very decent income until last year. Sorry, the year before. The year before, Angkasa was appointed by the Housing Ministry to be an agent to sell homes. So we had very good connection with people in Angkasa. So one fine day, we approached Angkasa. We spoke to the president of Angkasa, Datuk Fatah, told them what are we keen, and finally they said okay. So we wanted to be a consultant for Angkasa, and then the ball start rolling from there. We start meeting a lot of developers. So that's our market. Today our market is basically we deal with developers. But sadly, the problem came in, COVID. It affected the whole world. So the market is very soft at the moment. It doesn't matter because a lot of people are in fact losing their jobs. Big companies are closing down. In fact, the business model have changed. Okay, the solution is very much, I believe, on time factor. I'm just giving ourselves about probably another 6 months down the road. After that, things would resume, hopefully. So our competition, I basically don't see we have got a competitor because we were the first one. We were the pioneer company that approached Angkasa telling them that we want to be an introducer. That means bringing a developer to Angkasa, and meanwhile we have got some terms and condition. We were the first one, so I don't see anybody else doing it at the moment. And we the developers are very happy with us because we do A to Z, yeah, A to Z, because we bring in the developers. Before that, sorry, we get the landowner. There are certain developers, they have land banks. There are certain developers, they've got the money but they don't have land. Maybe exhausted, right? Maybe they're exhausted. Maybe they've got land far away than Kuala Lumpur, and depends on size. So we introduce the land, we get the landowners, we get the developers. If the developers don't have funding, we will arrange the funding. And finally, the most important part is the selling. Who's going to do the selling? Angkasa will do the selling. So all developers are fascinated with our concept, with our business idea. So let me talk about marketing. We have got about 6 to 7 runners, including me and my partner. I think it's about 10 people around, going around talking to developers, bringing in the landowners. So this is how we trying to make it happen. And we, in terms of fundraising, as a consultant, we don't need, because we don't buy materials, we don't invest into structures, or sorry, we don't even buy materials, we don't invest into machineries, we don't need to buy cement or steel, right? All we do is we convince the developer to come in, use, do everything A to Z. Don't worry about the selling. We have the backup of Angkasa, because Angkasa has got 1.6 million members. So finally, I'll discuss about our profit. Okay, our profit basically is from the agreement fees. Assuming if the project is 100 million, someone were to build 2 blocks of apartment, which is costing 100 million, our percentage is 2%, which is 2 million. That is one developer. So if it is 10 developer, it's 20 million ringgit. But and at the moment, because of the pandemic, there have been so many developers are just waiting to come and sign the agreement, but Angkasa office sometimes closed, sometimes open. So we're just hoping the best. And end of the day, our conscience are very clear, because there are a lot of people in Malaysia could not afford to buy a home. There are people who have been renting all through their life, because you just throw a stone, it drops onto a house. And how much is the house? It's a landed property in Kuala Lumpur, probably what do you call, low cost. Single story is going for 500,000 ringgit. We knew the actual cost to develop a landed single story is about 100,000 ringgit. So they are selling 500,000 ringgit. So we encourage people, developers, you come, you build 100,000. That if your cost is going to be 100,000 ringgit, you sell only 160, 170. If you agree to our terms, then we will make it. So public will be very happy with our nature of business. Thank you very much.